like a lot of people in my 20s, I was experimenting and looking into a lot of things, and one thing I looked into was Aleister Crowley and a lot of other occult practices. So, Aleister Crowley was a sort of a mad, demented genius. He was a genius on the level that he was in so many realms of life. He was a mountain climber of excellence. He was a writer. He was a poet. He was an occultist. Probably many things I'm leaving out. So he was he was a larger than life personality. He also had a flair for the dramatic. So, and he was not shy about promoting himself, which is one of the reasons we still remember him. He's very charismatic. And he was dealing with, at the time in history, there was a lot of interest in the occult and in spirituality, a little different than today, but there was a blossoming during the time he was there. And he synthesized a lot of different traditions in a way that was palatable to people at the time. So he looked into a lot of ancient practices, synthesized them for the modern person, and he hung out with a lot of very influential people. Yeats was in the Golden Dawn with him, the Waite writer, Tarot deck, a lot of influential people. So he came at the right time, and he believed he was the avatar of the New Age. So he felt like his philosophy, the religion he was offering, was poised for the New Age. And you know, it's quite interesting. I'm not a Crowleyite, but I think it's interesting to look at the fact that a lot of those magical practices are very similar to what today we see as thinking positively or creating your reality with your mind. These are magical practices, actually. We don't necessarily do the rituals involved with them, but training our mind to think a certain way to produce a certain result. This is very mainstream now, and this is actually comes from these, I don't know that it comes from, but it parallels these magical ideas that how you think and your intention can create your reality. Well, I think Crowley promoted a lot of that under the auspices of no publicity is bad publicity. And so I think he didn't mind being considered the wickedest man in the world because it drew a lot of attention to him. They were doing a lot of strange practices, sexual magic, and there were rumors that they were doing things with blood, and a lot of his writings were symbolic, but people took them literally, so they thought they were sacrificing children and all these kind of things that I really doubt were going on. They were written, however, as though they were in a symbolic kind of poetic language. So I don't think Crowley minded one bit being considered the wickedest man in the world. I think he was probably pretty proud of that.